Hogwarts Legacy 2 is expected to be a massive game for Warner Brothers and is likely to have tons more content than the original Hogwarts Legacy game. Now recently we got the news that Warner Brothers is going into the live service direction and already has a Harry Potter live service game with Quidditch champions, and they could in fact make Hogwarts Legacy 2 a live service game. This is what Warner Brothers Discovery Gaming boss JB Perrette said on the company's future strategy thanks to Insider Gaming. We're doubling down on games as an area where we think there is a lot more growth opportunity that we can tap into with the IP that we have, with some of the capabilities we have on the studio, where we're uniquely positioned as both publisher and developer of games. Rather than just launching a one and done console game, how do we develop a game around, for example, a Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter that is a live service where people can live and work and build and play in that world in an ongoing basis, he continued. So with this statement by the gaming boss of Warner Brothers Gaming, he actually name dropped both Harry Potter and Hogwarts Legacy. Now the original Hogwarts Legacy made over $1 billion and was the best selling game of 2023. So why would Warner Brothers still likely go in the live service direction of the sequel when the first one was so successful? Well, it's likely because after you roll credits on Hogwarts Legacy, the game is finished, it's finito, it's done. There's no need to go back into play, there's no content to pursue. And that was my biggest problem with Hogwarts Legacy, because I love the game so much, but there was just nothing else to do once you've done all the side quests and the main quests. And I wish they just had so much more content, even in a season pass form. In my last Hogwarts Legacy video, when we went over these details about Warner Brothers going into the live service direction and likely affecting Hogwarts Legacy 2, we also talked about how the next Hogwarts Legacy won't necessarily be a multiplayer MMORPG style live service game, but rather be that open world AAA game that Hogwarts Legacy 1 was. However, this time taking the approach of what Assassin's Creed has managed to do with its open world games over the last 8-9 years or so, and not only have a season pass with a year and a half worth of content, but you could have monthly content and seasonal content like the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Yule Festival with exclusive cosmetics that you can unlock and new mini games around your camp. There's also free DLC that Assassin's Creed Valhalla gives to players. For example, they'd give the outfit of the Assassin's Creed 4 protagonist in Assassin's Creed Origins to give players the incentive of going back and claiming that reward and then playing some of the new side content or seasonal content with that outfit. They also give players the incentive of playing the game again through New Game Plus with new difficulty options. And one of the biggest things that they do that generates them a lot of revenue is of course the microtransaction store, which I am in no doubt going to expect to see it in Hogwarts Legacy 2. Now in terms of this live service plan, the microtransaction store is going to be the biggest new addition to Hogwarts Legacy 2, I believe, as that is a big driver for mostly every other live service game to generate tons of revenue post-launch and post-campaign of a game. Also with the season pass content, they could also go the route of having a year 1 season pass and then a year 2 season pass, which includes that year's expansions. However, we know the vision of Hogwarts Legacy was to be a trilogy, so we hope with this new Warner Brothers Games directive that it doesn't just butcher whatever vision that the developers had in the first place in favor of adding so many new live service elements and losing the magic of the first game. As for myself, I still want that Hogwarts Legacy 1 experience with of course tons of new improvements and new features, and I would want post-launch content, I would want a season pass and expansion passes because I want more story, I want more side quests. And I do think Ubisoft has a really good approach to post-launch content and season pass and making their AAA single player open world games into kind of a live service title without making it a multiplayer game, without making it an MMORPG where everyone's running around in the same world. And I think the big worry is that we just had a Rocksteady, who is a master of single player Batman games, just made a live service Suicide Squad game, and it was a shame that we never got a Batman game instead. And I think the worry here is we're going to get a Suicide Squad like live service title instead of a Hogwarts Legacy 1 in place of Hogwarts Legacy 2. I think that would be an absolute nightmare scenario, and it definitely wouldn't be a smart business move. But either way, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to be a huge game in terms of content, because I think that's one lesson that Warner Brothers has learned, or the developers have learned, to take into Hogwarts Legacy 2. They saw the feedback that post-launch of Hogwarts Legacy 1, there was nothing really else to do. I think us fans of Hogwarts Legacy 1 have been waiting waiting for some sort of update, for some sort of DLC expansion pass, but it seems like we're not going to be getting it. It seems like the developers are already working on the sequel to Hogwarts Legacy and adding something like Quidditch to the next game, which I don't know if they can do because they're already making Quidditch into a separate game with Quidditch Champions, which is also likely going to be their live service title for the Harry Potter franchise, but we'll have to wait and see to see if it would make it into Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, I don't think I can see the problem if Quidditch was in the game and it's just against the CPUs and you can adjust the difficulties and you can make it as a mini game of the game. It's kind of like having racing in these single player games. Just because there are dedicated racing games doesn't mean racing can't be in single player games. So more content is something that they've definitely seen in terms of feedback, but with the higher ups now implementing this live service approach to their upcoming games, we're gonna have to wait and see to see how this will affect Hogwarts Legacy 2, with the nightmare scenario making it a game very similar in terms of level design and gameplay flow to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and where I think the best approach would be, of course, keeping it this open world single player Harry Potter fantasy game, but having more content into the base game, having a season pass, seasonal content which is free DLC that could be a crossover with the upcoming TV show or the previous movies, expansion pass, and of course the cosmetic store, which is no doubtly going to be added into Hogwarts Legacy 2. Let me know what you think about Hogwarts Legacy 2 becoming a much bigger game than its first game, and stay subscribed to the channel with post notifications on so you get all the new details for Hogwarts Legacy, The Last of Us Part 3, the upcoming Assassin's Creed game, Ghost Recon, Ubisoft games, and so much more. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Peace out, God bless. Leave my previous Hogwarts Legacy videos in the description and pinned comment section below, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a